We hope he gets better. Well, our next guest is one hell of a Hollywood patriarch.
Brian Cox.
How will the universe end? Well, the current...
That's Brian Cox. This is Brian Cox.
Oh, no shit, Judas.
Brian Cox, the Scottish actor from films like Manhunter, Braveheart and the Bourne franchise.
You killed her. It was a mistake. It was supposed to be you.
But it's Brian's turn as Logan Roy in Succession that's seen him give one of the most revered performances of the decade, earning him a Golden Globe for Best Television Actor and, for some, the title of Most Hated Character on TV.
Oh, off. Off. You can both off.
You can find out all about Brian's incredible career in his memoir, Putting the Rabbit in the Hat. Or right now, because he's right here.
What are you waiting for? A kiss? Off.
Would you please welcome Brian Cox? Brian, welcome to the show. Thank you for all of your incredible performances. You have had an amazing career. And so when you sat down to write this book, was there one story above all others you were just aching to tell?
I think the thing I really wanted to talk about was my parents, actually, more than anything else, because they both had a pretty rough deal. So I really wanted to set the record straight as far as they were concerned. And that was my main kind of motive, really. And then the rest was all the other crap that happened in my life.
And we'll get to that crap very soon, Brian. But you lost your father at quite a young age, and you watched your mother struggle with mental health issues. Did that lead to acting? Was acting an escape?
No, well, yeah, sort of. No, not an escape. It's hard to describe. When I was very little, my dad used to, you know, I'm Scots, as you know. So we have a thing called Hogmanay on New Year's Eve. So, and it's a big party, and it goes on for days, actually. And usually there's in our small apartment, there was you know, many people, probably about 40 people. And about 1 o'clock in the morning, I would be brought out. I would be about 3, and I would sing. I used to do... Nobody knows who it is now, but I used to do it. There was a character called Al Jolson, and I used to do Al Jolson impersonations at the age of 3. No blackface, I just did the impersonations. And I remember the effect on the audience, or the people in the room, and I thought, what is that? What happens when people come together in a kind of harmony, in a way? And that was the thing that stuck with me. So I thought, how do you make that happen? And then I was a natural show-off, so eventually it meant acting, you know.
You didn't have an easy upbringing. Do you find that those kind of experiences early on sort of help you as an actor? Yeah,
I mean, you know, you are the sum of your experience. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's so funny. I mean, everybody was very concerned about me in many ways. But I actually was okay. It's very interesting. When I started writing the book, the person that I really thought I was actually more concerned about was my brother, my elder brother, who he was 16 when my dad died. So in a way, it was a much more vulnerable age. I was 8, so there wasn't a way. And also, what they did for me, and it's why I always find they put me in front of a television. I didn't go to the funeral. I regret the fact that I didn't go to the funeral, but I watched television. And ever since, television's been a great comforter to me, so I always enjoy watching television as a result.
And if you like it, you may as well be on it, hey?
Exactly. Well, that was the natural progression, yeah.
So can we talk about the crap now?
Yeah, you can talk about as much crap as you like.
Succession is anything but crap. I mean, it's just taken over the world. Oh. It wins Emmys for fun, I think 10 at last count. It'll probably win another 30 or something in the next 12 months. Why do you think people have responded so strongly to a show like that?
Well, you know, it's very much in the tradition. I mean, I think it's pretty brilliant. The writing is extraordinary. You know, it's satirical as well. But you have to understand that it's very much in the tradition of things like Dynasty, Dallas. There's that element. Those shows have been in one form or another. This is much sharper and much more intelligent than those shows. But I think it's very much part of that whole thing that people love that kind of family drama. And of course, this is the most impossible family ever, you know, with these truly, truly horrible children. No, they are. They really are horrible.
The father's okay, is he?
That is great.
No, they're quite horrible. And he has... Poor old Logan has to deal with them on a regular basis. He loves his children. That's his problem. If he hated the children, it would be so much easier because he'd just killed a lot of them, but he can't do that.
Oh, so it's interesting you say he loves them, because I know when you, before you took the role, that was the question you asked the creators.
I said, you know, because I thought, well, how can anybody behave the way he does? And I asked... Oh God! I always get a shock when I see myself. I thought, well, does he? And I said to Jesse, I said, does he love his kids? Does he? And he said, oh no, he really loves his kids. So that's a great motivating. That's been the motivating force throughout the whole show. Yeah. And it's very hard to love them, you know. So he has to keep loving them, despite the fact that they are pretty unlovable, really.
Yeah. Well, they might be unlovable, but let's talk about the actors you play. Who's your favourite? It's hard to know who Logan's favourite child is, but who's Brian's favourite actor? And Sarah Snook is Australian Brian.
Yeah, I know. No, I love Sarah. I mean, I absolutely love Sarah. She's incredible and so wonderful in the show. But I can't say who my favourite actor is. I love them all. I mean, the guy who I really like and who is... I'm actually very fond of and very close to is Alan Ruck, who plays Connor, the eldest son. And what I've loved is how the show, his character has developed throughout the show. So it's been great to watch him grow throughout the show. And I mean, the season where he said, I'm the eldest son, there was a great scene when he did that. And the others, they're fine.
When you saw the pilot script, because you're on Death's Door,
No. Please. There is no such thing as a pilot script.
Not HBO?
Not at all, no. You get the script maybe 2 days before you do the job.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They're so secretive. I mean, actually, I think the writers would really not like to give the actors the script at all. And that would be exactly, it would be problematic, but that would suit them. No, I mean, the worst aspect of that was when I started the show, I was playing a guy who was born, I mean, he was supposed to be kind of American, because Jesse wanted this American character, American. So they kind of said, well, and he was born in Quebec, which is sort of America, but not really. So I said, okay, and I thought, I'm not very good at a Canadian, so I'll just do some kind of Maine kind of border accent, which I did. So for 9 episodes, I'm playing this role as American. And then on the 9th episode, Peter Friedman, who plays Frank, who I keep hiring and rehiring, he comes to me and he says, oh, they've changed your birthplace. And I went, what? They've changed your birthplace. And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, your birthplace, you're no longer born in Quebec. I said, so where am I born? He said, oh, I don't know. He said, oh, let me look. Oh, somewhere called Dundee, Scotland. And I said, but that's where I was born. And he said, oh, that's a coincidence. It was a hell of a coincidence, I said. You know, and then I went to Jesse and I said, hello. And he said, we thought it'd be a little surprise. That's writers for you.
All right, well, for info on how you can catch Brian speak about his incredible career while he's in town, please head to our website. His memoir, Putting the Rabbit in the Hat, is out now. Brian, thank you so much for being on the show. It's so lovely to meet you.
I have to say, when you were standing in the back, I saw you and I thought, I'm in trouble. Yes. Something about seeing you. I'm like, oh no.
Says that. Everybody feels that way about me, about him, and they associate. We're very different.
We can't wait for the next series.
As you can see, we're now doing the interview after the interview.
Sorry, I just kept going. I'm so excited to talk to him.
We are out of time. That's it from us tonight. Rach, thank you so much for being here.